Skillet ricotta meatloaves. Who doesn't love meatloaf? But meatloaf, you know, it's a big meatloaf, it takes some time. Here we're gonna make some small meatloaves in a sauce. And it's easy and it's quick. So what I have here is pork and beef, 50-50. Now we're gonna flavor the meatloaf. I'm going to put in some ricotta, some scallions. The green part is also very good. I use it as much as I can. I go all the way to the end. Let's put that right in. Now to bind it all, we'll put an egg. Okay. Just whisk the egg. I'll put the milk right in here. And add that. Then the ricotta. Grandma used to love ricotta. And so when I made meatloaf, there was always ricotta in there. It makes it softer and delicious. Some grated cheese, breadcrumbs, parsley. Let me put some salt. We have the seasoning in, the eggs, the ricotta. Now for the nutmeg. Nutmeg is great for stuffings. It has an intense flavor. It brings a lot of flavor, so not too much. And Italians, we love it in the stuffing of our raviolis. And in this polpettone, as we call it in Italian, it's really good. All right, everything is in there. Let's mix up a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna dive in because this needs a good mix. It looks like it's thoroughly mixed. Now let's shape these little meatloaves. A little flour. I will make 4. So let's kind of divide, rough divide, and then we go and make the polpettone. 1 portion each. That's a healthy portion, but if you're hungry, absolutely, slightly. Flour it just like that. Okay, there's 1, 2, just lightly flour them. Okay. Okay, so we're all set. I'll let them rest a little bit, wash my hands, and then we'll proceed to make the sauce. Welcome to my library. I'm here, I'm reading, watching your photos, your videos, your questions, and I'm happy to answer them. Here I have an email from Francesca. Your show brings me back to my childhood, the memories of my mother and grandmother cooking, and the wonderful aromas throughout the house. So the question is, how do you know that garlic is fresh, and what is the proper way to store it so it lasts longer? Well, the first thing is the touch. So a nice firm garlic head will indicate that this is a fresh garlic. And as far as storing it, the whole head, that is, the way I store garlic is in a cool place, in a refrigerator, in a plastic wrap first, and then in a container. Grazie, Francesca. I have the meatloaves frying, getting the flour fried, and just kind of pull them together. And we're gonna make the sauce right in here with the mushrooms and some marinara that I have. Mushrooms, just sliced champignon mushrooms. You can use any mushrooms that you have. Let's flip these little meatloaves. Oh, they look nice. So be gentle when you flip them over, because the ricotta and all of that, they need to sort of gel all together. So let's rest them out here while we begin with the sauce. And the sauce you make right in here, we'll put the mushrooms right in there. We'll season the mushrooms with a little bit of salt. I like mushrooms, and I think this is really a great addendum to the mini meatloaves. But you know, if you don't like mushrooms, you can put peas. Why not? But you need to put the peas a little later, especially if you use frozen peas. You defrost them and they're almost cooked, so you put them at the end. So here I have the marinara sauce. Let me put all of it in here. I will rinse with some water. Because we put it in the oven and the meatloaves need to cook thoroughly, you need a little bit of extra liquid. So let's get the meatloaves back into the sauce. Okay. You want to bring this back to a boil? Let's put some basil. I'll put a whole little branch of basil and then I'll take it out because it gives all the flavor to the sauce. So let's cover it and let it perk away for another 15 minutes on the stovetop. Then in a 400-degree oven, another 15-20 minutes, and you got dinner ready. So here I have an email. It's from Tom and Kathy. Every month, we have a Lidia night with our friends, Mark and Sharon. We each make one of your recipes, and the guys are in charge of aperitifs. Sounds good. Tom and I recently made your turkey meatloaf with mushroom sauce. And here is the picture. Thanks for the inspiration, Tom and Kathy. So here is the picture. Looks good. And that sounds like a great idea. You know, I do get emails where there's a gathering, whatever, and everybody makes one of my recipes, and then they gather together with some good wine, and it's a Lidia party, and I just love that. I am not invited, but my flavors are, and I love that. Now, let's go on to the next email here, and it looks like Mark and Sharon sent their own photos from Lidia night, the simple chicken parmigiana, and here it is plated. Continue Lidia partying. Thank you very much for inviting my flavors to your party. All right, dinner's ready. I always tell you, out of the oven, the handle is hot, cover it so nobody grabs it. First of all, let me get a little plate for Lidia here. Let's get your dish here. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting. All right, so first let's pick up one of the meatloaves. I think one is enough per person. And let's do the mushroom and the sauce. Okay. I'm gonna steal a little corner here. Nobody will ever know the difference. Okay, let me put a little bit of sauce. That's for Lidia. To decorate, I will put a little basil to sort of bring back the flavor of the basil in there. I think that is perfect. And here is my gift to you, my gift to the family. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Let's leave this here still because it's hot. I chose, as far as wine, a ciliegio. Ciliegia is cherry. And in Maremma, which is part of Tuscany, they make a lot of this wine, ciliegio. And so I thought that with this dish, that would go really good. So let me taste. Delicioso. It is delicious. It is tender. It is good. And I'll take a little sip of the ciliegio. And I'm going to invite you because I have enough. And I know you're not going to go right and cook it right now. So come and join me. And as I say always, tutti a tavola a mangiare.